Hello everyone, I'm CoolGuy, welcome back. Today I have a little wish list for you, a quick video. Some of it I hope is going to be right at Beyond Light launch, but some of the things I know aren't going to be there, but it's some of the things that I wish that the game had or the game needs. If not, I really hope that they're considered. And one thing that isn't going to be in this top 5 list is going to be anti-cheat, because that's a given at this point. Destiny 2 needs a new good anti-cheat, and it can't come soon enough. The subject's just been beat down, the subject is obvious, there isn't really much more to say. Let's just get it going and get it in the game. But in no particular order, here's my top 5 wish list. I want to hear your thoughts on it. Some of them are going to be big things, some of them are going to be small things. But regardless of the weight of it being a big thing or a small thing, I just would like to see them. Number 1 is going to be the removal of the 3 blues dropping. And that might seem like a small thing to you guys, but for real, would you agree to me that it's currently out of control? Constantly filling your inventory up, and while yes, it's your responsibility to delete them every single time, but there's really no point to them. They are good when leveling up, it's good for soft cap, but it's way too excessive. I've done activities, it's pushed exotics out of my postmaster, it's pushed out golf balls. It's just way too much and frequent. If anything, throw some legendaries in there more if that structure isn't going to be changed. Maybe just throw in 1. Everything that you do, every PvP match that you do, if you're not paying attention, your postmaster's going to fill up, everything's just going to be out of whack. Maybe like an auto delete, I don't know, let's talk about it. But the second thing is I would actually like the reintroduction of a 150 RPM precision frame hand cannon. Luna and Not Forgotten are getting sunset, but I think and hope that the frame can live on past that. Make them a standard archetype with random rolls, so Killing Wind, Rampage, Outlaw Kill Clip, whatever it is. I want them to be a standard for a couple of reasons. Number 1, for console or controller players, they're easier to use, they're fun to use. And for some players, it's their preferred hand cannon. You don't really mess with bloom or the recoil. They have the added benefit of what the precision frame gives as far as accuracy. And the second thing is it would put pressure on the 180 archetype and maybe even phase those out because they're in a horrible spot. If the 150 RPM precision frames are brought back in the general loophole with random rolls, that's nothing but a good thing. They say they're going to be doing patches to update and buff other weapons, but having these in the mix would be really nice. Even with no mag hell, I do believe it's going to be a lot of players' go-to. It's a nice frame and I would like to see them again and more of them. Now the third thing is probably the most important thing on the list if I had to choose. And that would be to streamline the mod system. It feels like it's all over the place each time something is added. There's no Bungie article about it, there's no in-game how-to, there's no way to show the player what it is, how it works, and why it's good. The Charge with Light system is excellent, and I hope more of you continue to start using them. It's a very intricate system that doesn't really have an introduction. The Warmind cells were the same thing, and they're excellent too. That was the bunker season. I wish that there was a starter mission that dropped a cell to show what they do, and give the player a good idea of what the system is like, say, hey, this is a new thing, this is what we're doing this season. Go out and find the mods. But it's all over the place. With the Warmind cells, you need the Seraph weapons. Some are getting sunset. In reality, there's really only a few that you can make them work weapon-wise. They did some updating, and you use some of the Aquilos weapons, but I hope that there's more to continue to be able to use these with different weapons. There are all these systems, and I just hope that they become more of a focus, more at the forefront. And that goes for any new systems that they're going to be adding, because we don't know if some of these are trial, some of these are air, some of these are going away, we just don't know. Maybe one is going to go with the stasis subclasses, maybe with freezing, whatever it is. If they do introduce a new mod system, we're going to have that, the Warmind cells, a Charge with Light, all doing their own separate things, all powerful, but also scattered. Bring them to the forefront a little bit and show that it's a really fun way to play Destiny. Number 4 is for the world to be alive again. Usually we have a set activity when a DLC comes. The Dreaming City is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Week to week you see it changing, but it could also be as simple as what we saw with the Prowling Wolves in Destiny 1. They showed up randomly, or another example is right before the Forges came out, where they were the Forged Saboteurs, I believe. You would just go hunt these specific enemies, getting Galliards and different weapons before the DLC even came out. So as each season changes, I would like to see something like this each time. We had our first live event not too long ago. That's peak, that's epic. That's awesome, but these little things keeping the world alive is something that can't go unnoticed when they come. Because it's awesome to hear about it one day on Twitter, on Reddit, or say you're in a party, you see it and everyone goes, hey, what's that? What are they doing? Who are they? We need more of that. And the fifth thing that I would like to see is more Catalyst. We saw a little teaser that showed weapons in the Catalyst tab, Deathbringer getting one, possibly Bastion, and so on. The Catalysts are something that I hold a high standard to, because they do a couple things. One, it allows you to make orbs, get a kill counter, and so on, just basic level stuff that we should have. And the second is it can completely change a weapon. Look at Trinity Gold, that's the perfect example. So Thorn, Hawkmoon when it comes, Last Word, Chaperone, Monte Carlo, Terava, Anarchy, Malfeasance, Monarch, I could go on. These are some of the most sought out weapons in in Destiny, and I argue they could make an entire season all about the catalyst, just release them each week. Think about that. All the weapons that don't have one for 3 months, each reset. Maybe they could have some activities, or maybe every other week a new catalyst is going to come out at reset. That would get me playing. That would get me excited. Just call it Season of the Catalyst and let's do it, because I want more of them. We need more of them. But I wanted to make a quick video. There are way more things, like strike-specific loot. And I'm looking at you, Magaloop, I'm looking at you, Grasp and Malak. There's a strong foundation in Destiny to build off of, but we're getting ready to see what, if anything, was at the forefront on their end, what they thought was important. I would like to know what your wish list is. It could be a small thing, a big thing, and I think we could all agree on things like anti-cheat, but what are some for you? For the rest of the video, I do have some gameplay. That's to help with my channel, the algorithm, and so on. If you're new here, remember to hit the subscribe button, and if you are subscribed, thank you so much for your support. If you're looking for a new controller, I am partnered with Scuff. Use the link down below in my code COOL at checkout for a discount. Again, the talking points are over, and here's that gameplay. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, I am CoolGuy.
Together as one. I love it. Zone B lost. Together as one. I love it. I wouldn't give to fight again beyond the walls. I would tear out a Vex heart with my teeth. I would sear the Cabal with my burning light, challenge the fallen Kells to personal combat and scatter them. I've been watching too many Crucible matches.